Greetings fellow earthlings and welcome to this Thrones of Britannia multiplayer 1v1. I'm playing as the Normounds, whatever, versus Dublin. I'm bringing in some crossbowmen, which are units that I very rarely use. Don't know why, I just never liked crossbowmen. I'm more of a longbow person. I'm English, I don't like the French, so I go for the longbows over the crossbows. Can you blame me with that excuse? But yeah, I think I'm outnumbered with a cav as well, so the battle began. This is online multiplayer. I outnumbered the enemy, but of course that means he has better troops. Or maybe not. And yeah, here it is. I moved forwards. I intended to really use my crossbowmen. You know, I very rarely use crossbowmen, so I'm going to use them as much as possible, get the most out of them, and see if I can have my overall opinion changed. This is a very close battle, by the way. I just spat on my laptop as a torch, just clean that off. There we go. That's disgusting. Hope that never happens again. So I'm moving in. My plan was to try and get some swordsmen on this line here, and then get some crossbowmen to fire in. It's constantly be moving around them until they're eventually forced into a box formation, and then just move in and surround them. It kind of worked, kind of didn't, but you'll see in the video. So I was moving my cavalry around as well because they had some cavalry as well, mostly skirmisher cavalry. They had one melee cavalry unit. Yep. And here it is, so my crossbowmen are firing. I love the shields formations here. These are just beautiful. And the shining of the spears as well. This is my favourite part about Thrones of Britannia, just looking at the shields like this. It's amazing. I don't know what it is about these shields, but wow, I just love it. And you can see it from a distance as well. Even just this looks beautiful. As you zoom in, it just gets even better. But anyway, the battle. So yeah, they split the armies into two. They had one here as a defense, and they had another one here which was the aggressor, and they're starting to try and move in. I've got some axemen around. I know I've left a gap open here. My plan was that they'll actually go into that gap and try and break through, but what I've got here is axemen, so what will happen is they'll get stuck in this nice square gap here. My soldiers will move in here, and all of here as well, and I have some cavalry as well as my general, and it'll surround them, and then they'll break very quickly. That was my plan. Well, you'll see if it worked. Well, actually, I'm going to say now, they didn't actually even fall for it. You know, it just... I didn't even... It might have worked, it might not have worked, I don't know. But, you know, it didn't happen, so... Yeah, I used these troops for something else instead. These reserve troops there. And they did help as well. So I'm moving my crossbowmen around. I was being very risky with my crossbowmen here. My plan was to... Because they're in a very defensive formation, I wanted to try and force them to come from my crossbowmen. I mean, I'll have my swordsmen, well, spearmen actually, and some axemen and swordsmen come up and attack them, catch them off guard. So they're moving for me now, and the reason is because I moved my crossbowmen here, and I started firing into the backs of these, so they didn't want to pull back, so they had no choice but to push forward. And so I'm going to push forward now with my flank. I've got another unit of axemen here, moving to get those, and I'm bringing these soldiers forwards, and I'm going to flank around the backs of them. I think this is where my cavalry start to move as well, as you can see here, just to put a little bit more pressure on them.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Right, so some of our crossbowmen have broken. We're using a lot of archers on our crossbowmen, so we lost quite a lot there, which was unfortunate, but you know, at least we lost a lot of ammo, and crossbowmen were quite cheap. I'm going to move these back around some more here now and try and fire at these in the back, and this clearly worked, as you can see. Managed to break from here, the break in here as well, which was very good. And I'm just bringing in more units, because if they're not going to attack me, I might as well take advantage of this and take out half of their army. That was my plan. I outnumber them still, but I've lost quite a lot of soldiers so far, but by the looks of how many of them are breaking, it's looking good.
The men have been routed. They are leaving the field.
Yeah, so loads of them broke here. This was a good point in the battle. These archers, or skirmishers, whatever they are, they're just pulling back. Got my crossbowmen still shooting into the backs of those. And all these three units here that are breaking, they're their units. I saw that they were bringing their skirmisher cav around, so I thought, if they're going to leave all this open for me, I might as well use my cavalry and move around there. I think I'll start doing that soon. They try and use their cavalry javelins to take me down, so I think I reform up at one point. Yeah, my cavalry are moving around and just get into shield formation and try and defend against their javelins. Okay, so my cavalry are moving around now. They've noticed that they're about to get like flanked, so I think they're just trying to charge at me as fast as possible, just to try and get a win on one of the fronts. Yeah, I'm hardly losing any soldiers here because they're in shield formation. I've got my general back here as well. They've engaged with me now. I'm trying to bring some some spearmen and some axemen round to try and flank them. This is what this battle was all about. We're just constantly trying to flank. I engaged with my cavalry on their skirmisher cav here. Got a few kills. Didn't manage to catch them there. Actually, I think I killed one overall. I think I managed to escape. But I end up giving up on that soon and using them for better usage. So their units are about to break here. But I've lost some here, so I've got to of course send some of my soldiers in, and I can fire at them with my crossbows as well. These Vikings here are about to break. That's not good. Means they'll be able to break through and get around me. Although I have broken them here, that's good. What's happening over here? So we've got some skirmishers trying to attack my cavalry. Luckily I had a lot of good cav, even my general I brought on this front as well. And they're bringing in my skirmishers. It's going to be interesting to see how I use those cavalry later. Yeah, still outnumber them. Yeah, and in many places right now they're just breaking, but I'm breaking as well, and this is where it got a little bit worrying because I've lost 2 units here. That wasn't good. But I've brought in my cavalry now to try and reinforce down here, just to charge some units, see what I can do. My general's in here as well, but my general's here.
It's a rout. Our warriors flee the battle.
What is their general? Their general is a swordsman unit, mine's a cavalry unit. Right. So I have managed to fight some of them off over here and regroup, although I am about to break here as well. And although they have got a win here and I'm about to flank me here, I didn't think I was that bad because I'm winning on other fronts as well. Everyone's breaking, it's just a matter of who breaks first, and that was a big turning point. The enemy general died with balance power shot up in my favour. You can see that I've got so many more units than they do. Yeah, I'm starting to break in basically all over the place. Of course, I lost some units as well. Some of my units are breaking, but my general's here, still alive, still safe, and my crossbowmen are still firing in. They did well, these crossbowmen are. I can't remember the exact statistics, I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, but they managed to break one of my units here and almost break this one as well. That one might actually break, so I had to charge in with my cavalry. They are trying to flank around me, they're probably going to get break here. My crossbowmen did get a few kills, I think, there. But you know, of course, I managed to finally break these Sea King Dublin units here, and I've got all these units now that I'm just going to charge and see what they can do. I have almost 600 units left, they're down to under 300 units. Might as well speed up now. I pulled back my cavalry. Yeah, just let the spearmen do the work, bring in the crossbowmen and try and flank around with cavalry just to get a few charges. And it was at this point here where I thought, yeah, I'm going to win. I've got my general safe, providing a morale boost. I think it can also cause morale penalties onto the enemy, so I kept doing that. Bringing in the cavalry, that was a good charge there. I just saw like the number drop a little bit. And another cavalry charge. I pulled these cavalry back out because I didn't think there was much need in them being there, and I can just fire my crossbows in at the back anyway, so yeah, there was no real point there. Their units are breaking, but they're not going to return. I reform the cavalry and prepare for one final charge. We've got a break, and as you can see, you know, the battle's clearly in my favour now. And yeah, the final charge came in. And that was it. Victory. A very interesting battle, a very good one. This was my first multiplayer 1 versus 1. Cavalry got 229 kills there. As you can see, I killed 200 more than he did. Ooh, 241 for those spearmen. I mean, swordsmen. He only brought in 1 spear unit. Interesting. Lots of archers, few javelins, missile cav. I hate missile cav. Ugh. So yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Ooh, my general got 197 kills. Very good. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video and goodbye.